two are called a law firm, and 3 or more become a Congress. And by God, I have had this Congress. For 10 years, King George and his Parliament have gulled, cullied, and diddled these colonies with their illegal taxes. Stamp acts, Townsend acts, sugar acts, tea acts. And when we dared stand up like men, they stopped our trade, seized our ships, blockaded our ports, burned our towns, and spilled our blood. And still, this Congress won't grant any of my proposals on independence, even so much as the courtesy of open debate. Good God, what in hell are they waiting for?
Sit down, John! Sit down, John! For God's sake, John, sit down! Sit down, John! Sit down, John! For God's sake, John, sit down!
Open up a window.
It's 90 degrees. Have mercy, John, please. It's hot as hell in Philadelphia.
Not to open up a window. I say vote yes, vote yes, vote for independency.
Someone ought to open up a window.
I say vote yes.
Sit down, John.
Vote for independency. Someone ought to open up a window.
No, no, no. Too many flies. Too many flies. But it's hot as hell in Philadelphia.
I'm going to open up a window. Can't we compromise here? Vote yes.
No, too many flies here.
Vote yes.
Oh, for God's sake, John, sit down.
Good God! Consider yourselves fortunate you have John Adams to abuse, for no sane man would tolerate it.
John, you're a bore. We've heard this before. Now, for God's sake, John, sit down.
I say vote yes.
No.
Vote yes.
No.
Vote for independency.
Someone ought to open up a window.
I say vote yes.
Sit down, John.
Vote for independency. Will someone shut that plan up? Never! Never! Dear God, for 1 solid year they've been sitting there. For 1 year, doing nothing. I do believe you've laid a curse on North America. A curse that we now rehearse in Philadelphia. A second flood, a simple famine, plagues of locusts everywhere, or a cataclysmic earthquake, I'd accept with some despair. But no, you sent us Congress. Good God, sir, was that fair? I say this with humility in Philadelphia. We're your responsibility in Philadelphia. If you don't want to see us hanging from some far-off British hill, if you don't want the voice of independency forever still, then God, sir, get thee to it, for Congress never will. You see, we piddle, twiddle, and resolve. Not one damn thing do we solve. Piddle, twiddle, and resolve. Nothing's ever solved in foul, fetid, fuming, foggy, filthy Philadelphia. Someone ought to open up a window. Oh, shut up.
I now call the Congress's attention to the petition of Mr. Melchior Meng, who claims $20 compensation for his dead mule. It seems the animal was employed transporting luggage in the service of the Congress.
The question then would appear to be one of occasion. For if the mule expired not while carrying, but after being unloaded, then surely the beast dropped dead on its own time.
Good God! They may sit here for years and years in Philadelphia. These indecisive grenadiers of Philadelphia. They can't agree on what is right or wrong, or what is good or bad. I'm convinced the only purpose this Congress ever had was to gather here specifically to drive John Adams mad. You see, we piddle, twiddle, and resolve. Not one damn thing do we solve. Piddle, twiddle, and resolve. Nothing's ever solved in foul, fetid, fuming, foggy, filthy Philadelphia. together till we are.
On, John, is that you carry on? John!
Oh, Abigail, Abigail, I have such a desire to knock heads together.
I know, my dearest, I know. But that's because you make everything so complicated. It's all quite simple, really. Just tell the Congress to declare independence, then sign your name, get out of there, and hurry home today. Our children all have dysentery, little Tom keeps turning blue, little Abby has the measles, and I'm coming down with flu. They say we may get smallpox.
Madam, what else is new? Abigail, in my last letter I told you the king has collected 12,000 German mercenaries to send against us. I asked you to organize the ladies to make saltpeter for gunpowder. Have you done as I asked?
No, John, I have not.
Well, why have you not?
Because you neglected to tell us how saltpeter is made.
By treating sodium nitrate with potassium chloride, of course.
Oh, yes, of course.
Will it be done then?
I'm afraid we have a more urgent problem, John.
More urgent, madam.
There's one thing every woman's missed in Massachusetts Bay. Don't snug at me, you egotist, pay heed to what I say. We've gone from Framingham to Boston, and we cannot find a pin. Don't you know there is a war on, says each tradesman with a grin. Well, we will not make saltpeter until you send us pins.
Pins, madam. Saltpeter.
Pins.
Saltpeter.
Pins.
Saltpeter.
Pins.
Saltpeter.
Pins.
Peter.
Pins.
Peter.
Pins.
Peter.
Pins.
Peter.
Pins.
Done.
Done, John. Hurry home, John.
As soon as I'm able.
Don't stop writing. It's all I have.
Every day, my dearest friend.